Whatever 50 Cent got up his sleeve is supposed to be so lethal that it's gonna completely just damage T.I. and Tiny's legacy. I mean, the entire Harris family legacy. Listen, man.
So wait, don't tell me that 50 Cent documentary that he working on about T.I. is about 30 women that came at T.I. 30 women saying they was sexually assaulted. T.I. playing with fire right now. His son, his daughters, his the whole Harris family. If 50 Cent drops this documentary, much like he dropped the Diddy documentary, it is gonna ruin T.I.'s legacy, his money, shit, even his name. I know 50 Cent been quiet for a reason, but I didn't know it was 30 women. This gonna be worse than the R. Kelly documentary that whatever that station was did. And I don't like it. What if I told you?
Now with 30 accusers, you would think someone would want to leave Fifth alone, but we know what Fifth does with the docs. We seen what just happened with Diddy. Imagine 30 women on one documentary testifying, saying very crazy accounts that they had with T.I. and Tiny that may appear to seem real to the general public. Listen, this might get real nasty. Hey, they did mention his deceased mom. This could go very, very bad for the Harris family. Listen, we about to get into it. I need you to hit the like button and hit the hype button, cause we about to get deep.
Got up on some boss shit and linked up with the man.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, and make sure you're hitting the hype button, because it does help the channel in a major way, ladies and gentlemen. It might be over for the Harris family if 50 does what I think he's going to do, what some people think he's going to do. They think he's going to take to Netflix and do a documentary on what T.I. and Tiny have been accused of over the last 5 to 6 years, because there are 30 women that were making insane accusations of SA on T.I. and Tiny together. I've even heard rumors that, hey, King Harris in his younger years was sent off to his grandmother's house because allegedly T.I. and Tiny were hosting some freak-off parties where he shouldn't be present to see what's going on. Listen, man, it's getting crazy, man. We gonna jump into some key information here right now. Salute to everybody that's watching, man. Up these likes, hit the hype. Let's get into it, shall we? So, Jane Doe lawsuit of 2005. A federal judge in Los Angeles dismissed a major civil lawsuit in August of 2024. The plaintiff, an Air Force veteran, alleged the couple doped and assaulted her in 2005. The case was tossed because it fell outside the statute of limitations and failed to provide sufficient facts to support the claims. Now, this is one of these low-key Diddy, Bill Cosby style allegations, right? On alleged crimes, right? And this was dismissed. Doesn't mean it never happened. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But there's 30 women. There's 30 women. We cannot forget that there are 30 women who are making these accusations, champ. That they all group up together and try to come after Tip and Tiny for their money. But then there's a Sabrina Peterson defamation suit. This long-running legal battle dismissed in March of 2025, which is basically a whole year ago. A judge ruled against Peterson, who first sparked a public wave of allegations for failing to prosecute the case after she missed court orders and failed to pay $96,000 in legal fees to the Harrises. So Sabrina lost that case. Sabrina Peterson lost. She did not win, right? Yeah, nasty work on their behalf, I guess. But wait, there's more, because these don't account for all of the 30 women. There's even more stuff, more updates that was going on. All right. So, also, as of March 2026, which is today, which is now, T.I. Clifford Harris Jr. and Tiny Tamika Harris are not facing any active criminal charges or pending nexual SA lawsuits. Most major legal actions regarding these allegations have been dismissed or concluded in their favor, which seems like there's nothing that could possibly be put on the Harrises, right? Nothing could be put on these guys. No way, no how, right? But then there's this, though. The criminal investigations. Now, no criminal charges have been filed. Prosecutors in both Los Angeles and Las Vegas declined to move forward with investigations in 2021, citing expired statuses of limitations for the incidents reported. But I also heard that they were still in court, though. I also heard that there's still maybe some things that's going on that have not yet, been finalized yet, right? Where there was no judgment yet. Okay, I'm just saying, there's even more to this.
New developments tonight. More people are coming forward saying rapper T.I. and his wife Tilly assaulted them.
The newest set of accusers join others who say the Atlanta-based couple drugged them, then took advantage of them. CBS 46's Brittany Edney is live tonight with details, plus how the Harrises are responding to all of it. Brittany?
Tracy and Rick, an attorney who represents multiple accusers against the hip-hop couple, well, he says that 6 more potential victims have come forward. This as he asks authorities in multiple states to start a criminal investigation.
My clients want justice.
Attorney Tyrone Blackburn says 5 women and 1 man out of Washington State, Georgia, or California have said they were sexually assaulted by rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny, saying it happened anywhere between 2008 and 2015. Blackburn says so far he's taken on 1 woman as a new client because he says he was able to corroborate her story, bringing the attorney's client total now to 9 women who allege they were assaulted by either rapper T.I., his wife Tiny, or a member of their inner circle. The first group of women claimed they were drugged in incidents that go back as far as 2005, with many taking place in the metro Atlanta area. An attorney for the couple sent us the following statement in response to the new accusations, saying, quote, "The Harrises continue to deny in the strongest possible terms these groundless and unjustified allegations. When Blackburn finally exposes his anonymous accusers to the light of day by revealing their names, we will be in a position to confront their allegations. Hiding their identities makes it impossible for me to do so now. We fully expect if the claims are thoroughly and fairly investigated, no charges will be brought." Blackburn also represents 3 individuals who claim that the couple made, quote, terroristic threats against them. Again, an attorney for the Harrises say that they deny all allegations. Reporting live in Atlanta, I'm Brittany Edney, CBS 46 News.
Now all this sounds great, amazing, right? Because due to the statute of limitations, they weren't moving forward with this case. They weren't moving forward. They didn't feel that the women that came forth had sufficient evidence to back their claims, to back their accusations, right? So therefore, T.I. and Tiny never got charged with this, right? However, T.I. and Tiny were very adamant and vocal about Diddy and Diddy's fate after court, right? Because Diddy's supposed to get out in 2028, which is 2 years from now. He's supposed to be out by May 2028, I believe. They were cheering and they were vocal about how grateful they were that Diddy got those charges dropped and reduced, right? Cool. And now they also have this, right, under the radar, right? Pretty much. Like, I guess people forgot about all this, right? I just find it funny that 31 will come forward. Now, again, they have not, been charged with anything. They're not locked up. They not on trial, nothing. But we talk about 50 Cent here. And people are saying 50 Cent is going to make a documentary on T.I. and Tiny, right? Now, do I think these things? Maybe, but I think that's way too predictable. I think 50 is such an evil genius that it's going to be worse than a documentary with what comes for Tiny and T.I. I think whatever Fifth does with Tiny and T.I. is gonna be something that we don't necessarily know about. It's not gonna be something that we're aware of. It's not gonna be something that we can research. It's gonna have to be something that is so sinister, meaning information that nobody else would have except Fifth, because he has the means, right, and the capital to get that information, right? If it's information that he's gonna use to combat against what just happened about a week or two ago now, right? Or last week. Fifth is gonna do something evil, man. I don't know what he's gonna do. Nobody knows what he's gonna do. Some people believe, I guess, or are pretending that 50's a sucker and he's not gonna do anything and that he's old and it's not 2003 anymore. But he's just 50. He's not necessarily like, you know, I mean, 50 is 50 is what I'm saying. He's 50, yeah, 50 Cent, but 50 Cent is also 50 years old now, right? Cool. And he'll be 51 soon, too. Just because he's 50 doesn't mean that, you know, things just stop getting crazy because he's 50. I mean, obviously, when you get older, you're gonna be less volatile, or do you get less insane? I mean, 50 is really crazy, bro. We don't know what Fifth might do. We don't know what Fifth has in store. It may not even be a documentary. It may not even be no information. It might be something, again, more damaging. Remember, because of these accusations, right? T.I. and Tiny lost that show, the T.I. and Tiny, the Harris family show they had on VH1. They lost it because of these accusations. VH1 immediately parted ways with T.I. and Tiny. But what was it called? Harris family, some nonsense. I didn't really watch it. You know, it was reality TV is pretty big though. Reality TV is a very big algorithm, just in general, period, in any sector of the internet, period. It's a big thing, you know. So they lost that, right? And I feel like if they never lost that reality show, that maybe, just maybe, T.I. and Tiny would be even more big than they are now. Because I don't want to make this seem like, hey, you trying to minimize the impact of T.I. or what have you. No, nobody's doing that. T.I.'s T.I., right? But truth be told, Fifth is just bigger than the both of them combined. He is. It's Fifth, bro. What can I say? He's mega. He's big. He's always relevant. He's a celebrity of relevance, always. T.I. not so much, not these days. And like I said, maybe if they ain't lose the show based on these allegations that happened from 30 plus women, this wouldn't be a thing. Now, I hear they still in court right now though, because obviously there's other women that are accusing them of things. I mean, we talking about 30 women. Now, for the most part, cases have been dismissed, reached the statute of limitation. There hasn't been any charges. But who's to say that, you know, they didn't do anything? I don't know. But we don't know what else they did outside of that either. Maybe Fifth will find out. Maybe Fifth has other plans. I think Fifth has very evil things up his sleeves. And it's gonna happen when it happens. Whatever happens with T.I. and Tiny will happen, and Fifth will bring those receipts to the forefront when it's that time. Whenever it's that time. The battle already forgotten about, like I told y'all when it was going on. I said by next week, nobody's gonna really even be talking about that battle. We didn't forgot about it. We forgot about Dumani. We forgot about King Harris. We're not even talking about them no more. Now, focus is on what type of diabolical insanity is Fifth trying to do in response. And we ain't talking about no music. We talking about real life consequences. Yes. When it comes to Fifth, ain't finna be no battle. It's gonna be real life consequences. And it's always been that way. Real life consequences. Whatever Fifth does is gonna affect you in a negative way. It's gonna be a negative outcome for you in life when you play with Fifth, because that's how he's playing it. Right? He ain't taking disrespect from nobody, and he's one of the most pettiest Negroes in the Northern Hemisphere. It's just a fact. You've seen it happen time and time again. It's between Fifth and Cameron, two of the most pettiest Negroes in the Northern Hemisphere, gang. Dig? So, again, like I said, there is no telling what can happen or what shall happen in the future, but things are getting real crazy and people are going to draw their own assumptions here based on things that happened in the past, based on what they've already seen fit to do, because he has a pattern in doing certain things. This is just what it's going to be, gang, but what can it be? What will it be? I guess we going to see real soon, aren't we? But, gang, how do y'all feel about this, man? What's next? What's Fifth about to do? Will we be getting a documentary with the 30 accusers? What are we gonna get? Cause we know all Fifth gotta do is get 30 women up there to cry on camera multiple times, and that could do enough damage within itself. Easy. You don't even need the courts, if we being real, right? It's so easy to cancel anybody right now with fickle fans. So if Beyonce could lose 30 million off Jay-Z apparently appearing in some so-called Epstein files, what you think could happen to T.I. and Tiny? I want y'all to let me know in the comment section, man. Smash it on a like, hit the hype button, because it's very essential to the channel's growth. It helps the channel in a major way. Subscribe to the man if you are brand new. Hit that notification bell to get all of the man's updates. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready, gang? It's the mayor, doing it only in New York, Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. Is Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.